Right, guys, we are back again with a review of the games that happened yesterday. Couple of African teams played. Talk about Espérance. Talk about the first winners, the first African club to win in the club World Cup. Mamelodi Sundowns, my club. I'm very excited about that one, and also very as you said in the other game, very tricky games that. We didn't expect some of the results that we had.
Right.
Guys, we're here to give you all of that review of the games, Club World Cup. As usual, I have my man GH Armando.
Yo, I'm here.
And the man DD. Right, guys. Let's start with the Flamingo Espérance game. I think that was the first one. I really had some hopes in Espérance, but you told me that Flamingo is not a team to play with. And unfortunately for Espérance, it went to 0 in favor of Flamingo.
Yes.
Well, what's your thoughts on that game?
Not surprising to me. And like you said, we talked about it, and I mentioned that Flamingo is a team to watch out in this tournament.
Right.
Taking into consideration what Felipe Luis has done as a coach for this team. I mean, they've been super dope for the past few games. I think 16 games, they've only lost 1 and 2 draws. So it tells you that they are in super
top form.
Yes, and of course, Thiago Silva is still there.
You
know what he can do and what he did on that day in that game. So Thiago Silva, with his experience and guidance as well, he has seen it all in football, and now he's back home. Doing what he loved doing most. So for me, he's one of the top performers in the team. And of course, they also have their top scorer so far in the team, in the person of Ares Carter. That guy, I mean, he's super. Super. 9 matches, just 9 goals and 4 assists.
Right.
You can imagine so far.
That's amazing.
That's amazing stuff. So he's somebody I think is. Actually, he was one who scored the first goal actually in their win against Espérance. So it tells you that this team is there for the trophy, and of course they should be they should be watching out for Flamingo as well.
Right. I'll come back to you on what actually went wrong for Espérance, but let me come to you. What's your thought on that particular game?
For me,
Espérance.
For me, in our previous episodes, we said Espérance, they are not lucky.
The
group they found themselves. They should have been in maybe group 1 with Inter Miami and Co. That place they can kick Inter Miami out, then be second, then Alali will be first and they'll be second.
Right.
But here the case, you are in a group with Thiago Silva, a team that experienced Thiago Silva is a team that Chelsea, like a group that Chelsea is. Definitely you can't come out.
It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And yesterday, like in that game, I realized something. Age is not a number.
Come on, in terms
because
of football,
the football Thiago Silva has been playing at his age. Madueke being 20-something can't even do what Thiago Silva is doing.
Right.
You get it, Prince. Right. So sometimes you see the charity work Thiago Silva is doing for his home country.
I think his boyhood club.
Yeah, that's his boyhood club. Right. And let's say the reason why I'm saying he's doing a charity work, they can't pay him.
Yeah.
He's just there for they brought
the
him
joy
up.
of it.
Yeah, so he should have still stayed with the Blues and train
the likes of Cowell and
Co. When they get matured, he leaves and give them the
legacy. Not matured yet?
No, currently what I'm going to give you an example. When Thiago Silva was there, the backline we saw certain improvements.
Yeah.
When he left, we were going back. Yes. So if let's say the owners made him stay and train the likes of
just guide them, even
guide them.
Yeah,
it would have helped.
It would have helped.
Yeah.
Right. But before we go, okay, so let's finish with this game, then we talk about the Chelsea game. What did you think Espérance didn't do right that got them to lose this game?
Right. I remember in our preview I gave them what I gave them a suggestion. Go the African way. But they didn't do it. You can't go toe to toe with these Brazilian teams in terms of passing, the football IQ, they have everything. The flair. You can't. So you adopt your own way. You understand? That's what I expected them to, but they didn't do it. They allowed Flamingo to take control of the game, and you can't match them. So I think that's what they didn't do right, and maybe they will sit back and then reflect on these games, and now plan ahead. For the next games to come. Yeah.
Now let's talk about the Chelsea game. I think that was a game that it was spectacular.
Yeah.
I initially didn't really see LA to be that team that would stress Chelsea, but they did very well.
Right.
Despite of the fact that Chelsea won by 2 goals, but I think they played
gave Chelsea a good test.
Exactly. They gave them a good run for their money. I don't know what you saw in that game.
Overall, a very exciting game.
Right. It was really exciting.
Very exciting. You might think, oh, Chelsea won the game easily, but it wasn't an easy game for Chelsea. Exactly. And which comes as a big surprise to most of football fans and of course Chelsea fans. Right. Because for me, like I said, I expected more goals, even though I know the kind of team LA is. But I will also credit the coaching staff of LA. They did their homework very well. Don't give Chelsea the opportunity to break you, and that's what they did. And eventually, it was just one spectacular moment from Jackson that broke the back line of LA. And I think from there, even after the first goal, they came back stronger. Right. They pushed Chelsea, and I think Sanchez also kept Chelsea in the game. He kept Chelsea in the game for couple of saves. And for me, Chelsea should have killed the game, in the first half. But LA also, came back stronger, hoping that yes, Chelsea they can get a goal, and that came as a result of Chelsea not being able to, break them easily and then score more goals. They could have given Chelsea some headache if they had equalized that first goal, and they pushed for that. So for me, I think it was a pretty balanced game until that brilliance pass from Jackson that turned everything around. Yeah.
Right. Let me come to you. Yeah. What's your take on that?
Yeah, for me that match was an exciting match, and
I saw talk about it. I
saw improvements in the players.
Right.
Yeah. Initially, when I saw the lineup, I didn't think some players would have improved in that way. Players like Sanchez.
Yeah.
Sanchez did very well.
Right.
Let's say without Sanchez, I think the match would have ended a draw, let's say 2-2 or something. Yeah. Because Sanchez made fantastic saves. Players like Pedro Neto, he did very well. Uncle Tosin,
Tosin.
I've always told you guys about Tosin
very well.
You see, defenders make mistakes, players make mistakes, but if you have foresight for a good player, Tosin is undoubtedly a good player.
Yes.
The way he passes ball, It's out of this world.
He's a very good passer.
He has vision for passes. He can just look at you and play the ball through players to the third half of the game, and that is why I love him.
That's true.
And because of his reach, he's also able to stop some balls from passing him and all of that.
So when players like Tosin, Jackson. You see Jackson, it will be very hard for Dilap to bench Jackson.
It will not be easy, but I love that competition.
Yes, now he's going to improve because the football Jackson is playing. If Jackson is not in the game, you are lucky.
You will feel him. You feel his absence.
If he's there you'll be insulting, saying Jackson should go out. And if he's not there, we'll need him because the turning he did and gave the pass to Pedro Neto is not an easy turn. Madueke can do it. Madueke can do it. He can do it. Let's be real. Madueke was in the game, but Madueke played nothing over 10.
Yeah.
He did nothing over 10.
I agree.
He was the poorest player on pitch. Okay. The funny part is I saw a news speculating that after the match he went for partying. You will say, who do you know?
No, but they won. So
who do you know? You are from
it's a collective
UK.
Win.
Who do you know there?
It's a collective win. So let's
you that you don't know it. Your mind is Madueke party. Okay. And let's not forget of the Enzo Maresca, the changes he did.
Yeah.
Very superb. Dilap coming in and my boy Enzo Fernandez. If you saw they had a link-up play when they both came.
Right, and I was about to come to the issue of Dilap. Do you think Dilap is, because I remember a lot of people saying that Dilap is not different from Jackson with the kind of quality.
Right.
I mean, Jackson is, Dilap is not better than him, but with his introduction into that first game, did you see something?
He's not a typical number.
So if you're expecting goals from him,
No, for me, that's why he loved, coming deep
To run,
to collect the ball and to also involve in play. But if you
sorry to cut you, but I think the problem with a lot of us fans is that we don't understand football.
Yes,
Right.
most of
We
us
just
don't
feel that
understand football.
once you are a striker,
You
you have to take the ball and go and
go.
score. But as you are saying, Jackson does a lot of work that
Right, of course.
even holding the ball,
That's
and
why-
running with the ball alone.
right, that's why Chelsea miss him whenever he's not around.
Yes.
He does a lot more than just what the striker should do.
Right.
You understand? If you look at the difference between him and Dilap, I'll say it will depend on the coach's tactics for a particular game. The coach will decide, okay, today I'm going with the straightforward number 9, or this match I'm going
to go with Jackson,
the flexibility up front. And for me, I saw two movements from Dilap that gave me the conclusion that yes, he will be a good.
I saw
You
that.
also saw
I
that.
saw that.
Exactly.
I saw that.
He has that striker's movement.
And what even makes me excited is his combination with Palmer.
They know each other for a very long time. So for me,
it's just crazy.
yes,
It's just crazy. Yeah.
So how he created that second goal, for me, I think before then he created another one.
Yeah,
he made a movement. Palmer found him clearly in a box.
I saw that.
So
one. Yeah.
these are the things I think he will bring to the team, and it's going to be lovely. And providing a good competition for Jackson, and I know Jackson will sit up.
Let's see how that goes. Do you have something to add to that?
You see, you asked about Jackson and Dilap. They are two different players.
Yeah,
Dilap is a striker. Let's say I'll call him
Typical number 9.
Typical number 9.
Right.
And Jackson is the ball playing striker. Jackson can come down, hold ball,
send it
up. But Dilap, I don't think Dilap can do that.
he can do it. He can also do that, but not as
Like
Jackson,
how
yeah.
and when let's say Dilap is like on the ball, getting to the pool, he can score.
He's deadly. Yes.
And his leg, he has shot power.
He's deadly. Yeah.
But Jackson
doesn't have that.
Yes,
He doesn't.
that's the difference.
That's the honest truth. He
yeah.
doesn't.
So I think
and he's very strong.
he's very strong. Physical. He's
physically,
he's very
very
strong.
aggressive, very
Dilap?
strong.
Yeah, Dilap.
Yeah.
He's very
Because
strong.
if you see how he's built,
You see
yeah.
Dilap, when I started loving him, Chelsea against Ipswich, he played Sanchez some number of shots.
Yeah.
Like Sanchez, I think he scored. He scored against us.
So for me, he's a good adder.
Okay, and quickly let's deal with this River Plate Red Diamonds game. You spoke about River Plate, and they didn't disappoint.
No, I know. For me, these teams are not well spoken enough. And if you look at teams in Europe, and you understand where they get their players from, then you understand this kind of teams, River Plate, Boca Juniors, and other teams. The European teams will go there, scout them, pick them either from the youth level or even from the senior level,
Right.
and they will be superstars.
Right.
So it is always a good feeling when these clubs meet in the FIFA Club World Cup. And now that it's going to be a 32 teams tournament, we will see all this talent.
Right.
So I wasn't surprised at all. River Plate has been doing it for years now, and this wasn't any different to what they've been doing.
Right. Let me come to you. Boca Juniors, Benfica. Powerful game. I actually gave it to Benfica. I said Benfica was
another tough game.
Right.
You see, our previous episode, I said something like Benfica currently they are not in form, and they've lost one of their key players, which is Di Maria.
Yeah.
And if you check the game, you see this tournament, the European teams are not going to find it easy. Those South American teams, they're aggressive football they are playing.
They're ready.
If you don't play that, I don't think you can win again.
Yeah.
If you go and check, currently, I think most of the South American teams are like topping the groups. If you just check statistically, because they are winning their matches. And this particular match, Boca Juniors, they had an early red card.
They had very early red.
But still,
They were able to
although
maintain.
they all had red
cards,
cards, but Boca Juniors' own came very early.
Yeah.
But still, they were still playing the game normally.
You see, Benfica it was like a 2-man show. Di Maria and Otamendi.
Yes.
They are those doing everything. So without these two players, Benfica find it difficult to perform. And we could see that clearly. Otamendi, for me, I think one of the underrated players we have. I mean, for a decade now, he did it at Man City. For his height, and he's able to win headers and score goals. It's amazing. He's been doing that for Man City. He was doing that for Argentina as well. And Di Maria, another amazing player. So for me, as much as I think Benfica have a very solid team, but Boca Juniors for me it was something else. Ander Herrera, started the game, but very poorly. They had to substitute him, and he eventually got a red card off the field. For me, these are some of the things. Herrera, we know, is not somebody who is into violence and all that, but immediately you stop your foot in the South American side, you have to adopt to their ways of and that's what happened. They will force you to do things that you don't want to do.
You regret for
exactly. So for me, they play with the mind games, and they will push you. So I think that's what happened in this game.
Right.
A very good game.
Now let's get to the Fluminense game against Dortmund.
Yeah.
I was surprised. 0-0 Dortmund.
For me,
I know. Didier said Dortmund, we shouldn't believe in them, but
Me Dortmund, no, I don't believe in them.
0-0.
You see Dortmund, they're only good in their league. Outside their league, they don't do anything. Outside their league, how can Dortmund play Fluminense and you can't score?
They can win.
How?
Champions League final players.
Even that one, Prince, it was luck.
no, for me,
You see, sometimes,
okay.
sometimes you see in a tournament, luck counts too much. They can pair you in a group that you and like smaller teams, then you pass through easy. Tournament, that's how mostly it is. But if you are not lucky, they're going to put you with the big giants. Definitely you fall off.
You go out. Yeah.
So this game for me, I think, was handled properly by Thiago Silva. For me, I think he protected the back line of Fluminense. He controlled the game throughout. For a player like him, you can't argue anymore. He predicted the game, and it went in favor of them. And also, Dortmund, like he said, got away with this one. They would have they didn't deserve to win.
Yes.
To even get a draw.
No. But unfortunately,
They
their goalkeeper was there for them, and he made 2 critical saves. One-on-one, he saved it, and then there was a rebounder, and he saved it again. So for me, that was the game, and then the results for, and they were actually lucky to get a point.
And now the big game, Mamelodi Sundowns versus Ulsan HD.
Yeah.
For me, we said that Sundowns should take this game like by the neck. It should. Though Sundowns got a couple of goals that were flagged offside and foul, but I felt that Sundowns should have done better. But I didn't see a lot.
Yeah.
It was the usual Sundowns passing the ball too many times,
just enjoying too much.
Fortunately, they were able to get a goal.
Yeah.
Courtesy Ikram Reyners, but I expected a lot more. What
of course, I'm happy.
At least they are the first African team
we got
to
the
get
3 points, and
right.
I really enjoyed the game. The passing, the flow of the passing, and a beautiful movement from Sundown. They do it beautifully. I mean, when they have their A game, they will give you a beautiful soccer, and that's what I saw last night. And of course, Renes putting himself in the game,
Right.
you could see the results. I think that's what he has to do more, and also his timing, his runs wasn't bad, and how he finished that chance was superb. So for me, these are the things we want to see from our African brothers. They should, show us that yes, we are also capable.
And I think Mamelodi Sundowns really squandered a lot of chances.
A lot of chances. Yes.
And they were even lucky. If not, in the last minute, that goal would have been
Exactly.
equalized. Because
Exactly.
the Ulsan guys came at them like crazy.
Right.
They were just pushing to to equalize.
To be honest,
Sundowns were losing the balls like
honestly, this as a South Korea team, they gave me an impression that yes, when we are saying football is now everywhere, that is true.
Yeah, and for me, they even played better football.
They played so well.
If you see how they use their wings,
right?
How they float the balls across the wings, and how the wings utilize, Kevin in and trying to. I think they actually played
they also
more technical football.
Yes, they were only lacking the
ability to finish
chances.
Right, that's true.
That's what they were lacking.
That's
they
true.
were lacking. And
that's true.
For me, if they work on that, they'll be
a strong team.
Exactly. And of course, good game for Lunga. For me, man of the match.
Divine Lunga.
Come on.
Yeah.
Big
That clearance.
Come on.
I think he did two quality clearances.
Two clearances.
The last minute one that he cleared with the player, and the one he headed out.
So Lunga, man, big shout out going out to Lunga, and I think he was the man of the match officially.
Right.
So these are the things we love to see. Show yourself. I mean, there's nothing wrong with an African winning player of the season or player of the tournament at the end of the FIFA Club World Cup.
We have to get that.
So that's what we should be looking out for. A great game by all standards. To be honest, Sundowns has to be careful. They need to be scoring more. You don't enjoy the game too much, and then you even forget of scoring.
And I didn't see that aggression. I didn't see that willingness to, you pass the ball, but you progress. I saw that the Ulsan guys knew that was what Sundowns were going to do. So they packed the back. You can't break that easily to go through. So I thought they would have used the wings and then cross the balls for them to head in. Look at that free kick Renes scored back for the foul. That would have been a good goal. So when it's difficult for you to break, just cross the balls and your players will head in. Right. Sundowns.
I know you are Sundowns supporters. That's why you are talking me. I'm no man. Because for me, what I saw, Sundowns are not a serious team.
Oh.
Serious.
Why are you saying that?
The group be funniest. If they are going to use this kind of football to play, I don't think they'll go far. They are too relaxed. If you check their opponents, they are old men, 30 years, 34 years. If we go and meet these South American teams with this kind of play,
that's true.
You can't go far.
That's true.
You can't go far. They were too relaxed on the game. I don't know whether the one goal, they were satisfied with the one goal. And now in football, goals count.
Right.
Let's say Dortmund, Bayern scoring 10. With they have 3 points with 10 goals. If other teams score maybe 9, you also have 3 points.
But
with 9 goals, still Dortmund will be ahead
because
of
the goal difference.
Bayern will be up just because of goal difference.
Yeah.
So if you score 1, try to score more. Don't be relaxed. As Amando said, if not for Lunga clearance, it should have been a goal. It would be 1-1.
Yeah.
You find yourself wanting. And the football, these people, Thiago Silva's team is playing. If Sundowns go and meet them with this style of play, it will go against them.
It will go
because the football they played against Dortmund didn't find it easy.
Yeah.
And I don't think Sundowns can score Dortmund too with this kind of style of playing. You get it?
Yeah.
So you people, your team should be very serious. Don't be praising them like they did. Although they won the match, is good. But to me, what I expected, they should have scored more goals.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but we are not all praising. We are also telling them. I mean, what we expect them in
To
there.
do,
But you are so excited.
No, but
that
at
your
least-
team
at least-
first African
they
team to
won.
win.
Yeah, that's it, but that's
Didn't
it.
they win?
But it was
It's
true luck.
fact.
They were
It's-
playing.
which luck?
They were playing
Which luck?
people.
No, they won.
They were playing against my fathers.
How many of those players are old?
They had 34. I think one of
That
their
was the
midfielders.
keeper was 35.
35.
Our keeper is also 33.
One of their midfielder 34. Another winger 30. Only 30 players.
Leave it, at least let us
your
allow
team,
us
they
to
have
enjoy our
to
win.
improve.
Right, but I mean, to be honest, I think what he's saying somehow is factual.
It's not
because
somehow, it's true. It's true.
We need to put some urgency to the game. I don't know what.
That's what I said. They enjoy the game
Yes.
more.
Try
And
to win.
You are playing
Score.
for something. You don't have to over enjoying the play. Even though we love beautiful football, but play it in a progressive way.
Yeah.
And you can do it.
Yeah.
And of course, you don't have to pass all to the goalkeeper before you just pass the ball
before you
inside.
before you
I mean,
start
you can
from the
shoot from
back.
somewhere.
Yeah.
You can shoot from somewhere.
And
I mean, you have players who can shoot from afar. Mokena, I mean, he's a very good, powerful. I mean, who can drive the ball very well.
Themba Zwane is also
Exactly.
there as well.
So you don't have to pass the ball all the way to the opponent post, and then they won't be looking. They will not be enjoying with you. You are enjoying. They will be fighting for the ball.
And usually, what I realize is that because they want to play like that, they usually move
Together.
up together.
Yeah.
So when they lose the ball,
It's very
Osan will
dangerous.
take
Very
the ball
dangerous.
and they will lift the ball.
Yeah.
And
Going for counter.
so if you realize they created a lot more chances
Right.
than Sundowns.
Yes, they had more-
because of
even
how
more shots on target than
So I think Sundowns should, it's good to play good football. We know that's your style, but things are changing.
Right.
You have to, play a lot more, confrontational
And
football.
we've
than-
been saying this for so long.
yeah.
One goal project is not all time.
Right.
It's not best
Last
all the
minute
time.
they'll give you killer
Right.
cards.
Exactly.
It won't make sense if Sundowns doesn't come out of this group and progress to the
It will be
knockouts.
very
It won't
disappointing.
make any sense. So guys, you guys have to do something for us.
Right.
I mean, remember, our hope is in you and Elali.
Yeah.
So if these two teams are not
My
able
hope
to,
is in Chelsea, the Blues.
Okay,
That's where my
yeah.
hope is.
very soon we sack you. All right, guys. I think we've done the most of all
Inter
the
Milan
matches.
had a draw.
Yeah, Inter Milan.
Which was a very surprising result
for
Yeah.
Inter Milan. And I don't know, it's like these days Inter is not really, themselves.
I want to think that they are still feeling the disappointment of losing the title to Napoli on the final day of the season. They had big expectations, but for me, that's football. They have to, move on.
And it clearly shows that they are not really,
Ready.
up to the task. They are not ready.
Yes,
Even in the
yes.
Champions League, look at what
Yes.
they did to them.
Right, in the
Yeah,
finals.
in the finals.
So I still feel, exactly.
Turam that I like so much. He was running like a pregnant woman.
So-
You are not able to see that.
So they are still
they have to turn things around.
it's not going to be easy for them
Right.
losing their first game.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah, we are good.
Right, guys. Thanks for watching today's episode. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section as well. We'll be bringing you a lot more reviews and previews of the game. Don't forget, with that we'll be playing today, later in the evening. But unfortunately for them, the group they find themselves, it's going to be difficult for them to come out of that group. But
I think that's the hardest group.
anything can
Yeah.
happen. Miracles.
No, this is not about miracle.
Miracles can happen. So
Right.
with that, we are struggling behind.
Without can play City Academy. I don't think they can play there.
Not anything can happen.
No,
This is
no,
football.
no. With that, it's not like
This is football. So guys,
you see, the lucky people is just Group 1, where Inter Miami is.
guys,
They should
with
have
that, we are
packed
still
all the
behind
African
you.
teams there.
We know that
So, we
we
are
can
behind
do
with that.
something. At
Yeah.
least, even if it's a draw, we'll be happy. Guys, let's know your thoughts in the comment section regards to, the reviews that we've done on the games. Especially Sundowns play. What are your thoughts on how Sundowns played in their last game? Do you think that they have to change something, or they would be able to progress with that kind of play they play? Let's know your thoughts in the comments. If you're watching for the first time, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. It helps the video to get to more people, and we'll be back. My name is Prince. I'm done. Peace. We out.